In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word became flesh. Flesh had a face, the face grace. You see, it says in the book of Revelation that my best friend was slain even before the foundations were laid. But before this in the natural could be appropriated, everything we know was first created. On day 6, God's eternal word went forth, and with the dust of the earth in the palm of his hands, in his own image and likeness, he created man. You see, you picked man up, gazed into his eyes, placed your lips on his, and breathed in the breath of life. Then, on the heavenly Twittersphere, you began to tweet, "It is good." Next came man's first assignment, to name that which walked, crawled, flew, swam, and slithered. With eloquence of tongue, he named each one. Flamingo, dingo, walrus, tyrannosaurus, hippopotamus, rhinoceros, brush-tailed phascogale, rabbit, hare, koala bear, platypus, and kangaroo. All before the ark, Noah's floating zoo. But still, no suitable companion. Man enters sleep, and with compassion a rib is pulled, and woman now fashioned. Though in the garden all was not perfect, for in it was the one named serpent, the great deceiver, his agenda to distort and reason. And with this, the first humans committed self-treason, partaking of that which was forbidden. Under fig leaves they're now hidden. Multiply, fill, and subdue the earth had now come under the curse. So outside the garden and veiled in shame, the question now posed, would humanity ever again reign? Fast forward 4,000 years. We now see the second Adam standing in the Garden of Gethsemane, his heel bruised, for under it lay the crushed head of the enemy. Then in a moment of humility, betrayed by a kiss, he withholds the ability to call down legions of angels, heaven's own military. My Jesus goes to the cross willingly. Sentenced before rulers, accused, verbally and physically abused, guilty of truth, bloody, beaten and mocked, the cup of suffering holds back not. On his head a crown of thorns secured, across his back 39 stripes endured, nails driven into his hands and feet. It is finished. With his last breath he speaks. Clothed with the grave and hidden in the tomb, light confronts darkness. The womb makes way for new birth, a resurrected body now displayed before Hades, heavens, and the earth. Death could not hold you down, for in you no sin or shame could be found. And as you stared down the devil, he surrendered the keys and cowered in hell's corner from history's greatest defeat. The Lamb, now the Lion, reigns for eternity. So with this blood that was spilt, a new covenant has been forged, and the answer to the question is yes, because man has now been reconciled and restored. For he comes again, eyes of flame, crowned with many crowns, clothed in a blood-dipped robe, faithful and true, the rider of the white horse, tattooed on his thigh, King of kings and Lord of lords. For he is the one in which demons tremble and flee, where sickness and disease must bow the knee, where those that are captive and in bondage are free. For he is the one whose name rides the heavens. He passionately pursues us. He sees us. He hears us. He is Jesus.